Okay, so you would have seen us drop into some iconic Harley-Davidson dealerships lately, especially Morgan & Wacker's Sydney. As Morgan & Wacker's has a lot of history, so does Size Harley-Davidson here in Campbelltown. Celebrating its 40th year in business, they originally opened in Liverpool and was run by Si Allset, who I actually knew. He was a wonderful man and a really good head for business. And although the location's changed, what hasn't changed is the service and experience you can expect to receive when rolling into Size Harley-Davidson. So we thought we'd roll in, meet some of the crew and see what makes this place tick. As it is with most Harley-Davidson dealerships, it's not just about the motorcycles, it's also about the classy merchandise that they've got on offer. So we're going to go and wander over and we're going to say hello to Ali.
Hey.
Hey Ali, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Just talking about the merchandise. Like I said, I mean, you don't even have to be owning a Harley-Davidson. People are still interested in all the gear.
Absolutely. Most of our customers, half of them probably don't have a Harley yet. Down the track, that's what
What's a good start, eh? You sell them a t-shirt and upgrade them to a breakout.
Yeah, absolutely, yep. So we do really well here in the merchandise.
And what would be probably your most popular? I mean, obviously you sell jackets, t-shirts, but a bit of everything, isn't it?
A lot of it's sort of changing. We're having a lot of customers now going from your open face to a full face now, the younger generations.
I noticed that too,
yeah, there's a big change there, which is good.
Talking about that, there are some classy full face helmets too, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Which is something Harley weren't really into 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
And the colours, you know, everything was sort of like your standard matte black, gloss black.
And the other thing is too, it's not just the males, it's the females. There's a lot of stuff for the ladies, isn't there? Some really classy gear.
Yep, I do like to focus a lot on that. We do have a lot of female customers come in. Riding is quite big amongst the ladies now, myself as well. I've just started.
So what do you ride?
I've got my L's, so I've got a little Street 500, 2016.
Yeah. Great, they're great bikes, yeah.
It's definitely getting a lot busy coming up to Christmas.
Yeah, that's the other thing, like little intricates and things for the bar and everything.
Yeah.
It's a bit of everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
No worries, thanks Ali.
Thank you very
much. So there
much.
you go, everyone. Down here at Size, Ali's the one to come and get the best deal on.
Definitely come and see us.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to wander out and we're going to check out the service department, go meet the service manager and see who keeps the heart beating in this place. Joe, how you going, buddy?
How you going, bud?
So you're the man that keeps the heart beating within the service department, is that right?
Yeah, I'm fairly new to the flock. It's been a tough gig to start with, but we're firing on all cylinders now and we're going well and we're doing what we need to do to try and keep the customers happy as best as we can and that's all the customers can really ask for, I suppose.
There's a lot more that meets the eye when you come into dealers. It's not just servicing and warranty work or diagnostic stuff. We do a lot of performance stuff, grades. And
yeah, the boys out the front sell a lot of new bikes here, and a lot of those customers want a lot of upgrades done. And you know, be it from a 117 to a 131 kit, you know, even to your everyday just basic stage 2, stage 3, which is cams and a slight bit of an upgrade. We're doing a lot of that now, and a lot of the bikes aren't leaving here with any of that, without any of that stuff on there, because everyone wants power, you know. So.
And talking about performance, I mean, this is where you come in with your background. I mean, performance is your middle name. You're drag racing for years.
Yeah, drag racing for 20 years and Australian champion last year, and been doing a lot of track championships, but going interstate quite a fair bit and racing interstate quite a fair bit. The company's been pretty good to let me.
I was going to say, how do you find the time?
It was part of the deal when we started that I'd give them the dates to finish off the season. So it's been pretty good and very busy on that front and between that and running the shop, it gets quite busy, yeah, for sure.
And talking about the team here, I mean, how many crew have you got here working?
We've currently got 5 techs and 2 apprentices. We're always looking. We've got a hoist to take up to 10 techs if we really want to. So it's just not finding a tech, it's finding the right tech. A lot of these newer bikes, they're becoming so advanced now, and they've got so many different things on they didn't have 10 years ago and 20 years ago, like especially this CVO stuff, like, you know, there's BCMs and there's ECMs and there's other control modules, and there's massive batteries in that seem to go flat quite regularly because they're always looking for the remotes. And
but the other side of the coin to that is that there's a lot of guys now that don't even know how to work on carburetted bikes and stuff.
No. Well, we've got 2 guys here that are capable of doing it. One of them's an old school guy. Look, you know, I don't really like turning any customer away. No. And if we can do it, we will do it within our range of what we can do. We've got Stowe here. He's been here since the size days back in Moorebank.
Yeah.
And then I got my fresh senior head techs and my master techs that love doing all the electrical side of things, and the wiring and the bars and all the customisation. And so we've got a good coverage. So and what one can't do and what the other can do.
They complement each other.
They complement each other and feed off each other. And so it works out really good. Yeah.
So there you go. It's not just, like I said, service work. If you want your bike to go hard and look great, come down and see Joe and the boys. Thanks mate.
Thanks,
good on you, bro. Well, it's amazing what you find here at Size. I'm here with Stowe. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate, good.
So you were back the original days back at Moorebank when Size was running the shop?
Yeah, I started with Size back in Moorebank about 16 years ago, yeah.
He and his family, I mean, Size long gone now, unfortunately, but he must be proud of what's still happening. His name still on the shop.
Oh, 100%, you know. I think, you know, that was the best days back then, and it was very much smaller, and it was all like a family, you know. We were all family, you know.
And it's come a long way. I mean, it's moved over here now and it's still pumping. There's a good crew here. You do still feel that same service and same like welcoming, you know, whenever you roll up here.
Oh, 100%. It's I think we still try and keep that Size vibe to it, you know, and a lot of the guys there still, you know, we still talk about Si all the time, and you still, you know, everyone remembers him and how good a guy he was. And
so yeah, he's an absolute legend. And it's important to still have you here as well, like to bring that ethos still into the crew as well.
Yeah, well that's what I try and teach younger guys, you know. It's about quality, not so much about how quick you can do the jobs. You got to get it done right, you know. So we don't want it coming back a second time or, you know, issues down the road. We want them to go enjoy their bike, and we want to see them when they've done the miles for the next service or whatever, you know.
Exactly. No, good on you, Stowe.
No worries.
Keep working hard, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Okay, so I'm here with the main man at Size, Josh. Thanks for taking the time.
My pleasure, Pugs.
So you've been here for how long now?
3 years this month.
And it's going forward in leaps and bounds, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's really hot at the moment. Obviously coming in summer, but yeah, we're moving some bikes.
And the history, I mean, 40 years this year, is that right?
40 years this year.
That's brilliant. And then I touched on the history of Size. I mean, like Morgan and Wackers, they've got the huge history or whatever. But so does Size. I mean, Si, I knew Si Allsep, like personally, absolute legend of a guy.
Yeah.
But he instilled that ethos, that working ethos into the crew, which you still have here today.
Yeah, well, there's not anyone I meet that ever has a bad thing to say about Si. As always, you know, everyone holds him really high up. And when I first took on the role, I seen how other people had ran it, and obviously seen how Si ran it. And to be honest, I've always tried to be similar to what Si did and look after people, whereas I think that didn't go away, but you know, customer service and you know, that little extra touch seems to go a lot further.
And then still keeping the name Size, I think that's very important as well. I mean, because you had the customer base, you had the trust, you know, and you've kept that going, obviously moving from Moorebank here to Campbelltown.
Yeah.
And you've been here Campbelltown now about
2012 from memory, so
12 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you're having fun.
Yeah. The crew here, I mean, it's a good crew. I've met a couple of people, we've interviewed some people like the service manager Joe and so forth.
Yep.
It's always, I always say, but it's important to have that right crew around you.
You can't do everything on your own without the team and you know, support. Everyone's knowledgeable in their own field, so I do rely on them to obviously assist where need be. But you know, there's no I in teams. So.
No, like the old saying. I mean, you can't fly like an eagle if you work with turkeys.
Absolutely.
And you don't work with turkeys.
No,
I mean,
sir.
And talking to the guy out the back, Joe, he was saying that to this day, a lot of knowledge has been lost working on carburetted bikes, and so some shops won't even touch them.
Yeah.
Whereas out here, he said, you've got the guys there that do have that old skill.
Yeah.
Then you've got the new guys, the techs that understand all the, you know, the electric diagnostics and the whole upgrades and everything.
Yeah.
You've got to have that crew all together to work on.
Some of the boys in there, they're capable of slapping a monster turbo on the side of it and starting from, you know, start to finish. Yeah. And then you obviously got the boys that have been around for a long time that used to specialise in the old school. So.
And again, talking about turbos, it brushes on the fact that it's not just service and, you know, like warranty work that you're going to get done at dealerships now. They can build you a ground stomping custom.
If need be, absolutely, and that's what the customer wants to do. Like obviously there are some legalities about it, but I'd be more than willing to have a crack if the customer wants to work with us. Yeah.
When it comes to the sale of motorcycles, what would probably be your most popular model?
Breakout is always very strong. There's no two ways about it. We're still finding night rods are still really strong, but at the moment tourists are just flying out the door. There's more and more people sort of seeing the light that get up, pack a bag and hit the road, and you know, we don't know when we're coming back.
Or the racetrack, like the Bagger series.
Yeah. So baggers at the moment, they're hot property.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well, mate, thanks for your time, Josh.
My pleasure.
Keep working hard, keep running a good dealership.
Yeah, doing our best, man.
I always love coming out to size. It's just great to see them still rolling along.
Yeah, no, she's not going nowhere, mate.
Nah, good on you, bro.
Thanks to you, my pleasure.
No worries. So as you see, we've met some of the crew, but I could not say hello to this young fella working here. Most Live to Ride viewers would know exactly who this is.
How are you, brother?
His partner in crime, Loaf. How are you, brother?
Good, bro. Good. How you doing?
Good, mate. So, you've been working here for a while now, eh?
Yeah, coming up for 3 years now.
Yeah. What I've been doing, I've been talking to a couple of people, but brushing on the history here. From Si, I mean, we both knew Si personally.
Yeah.
Absolute legend of a bloke. That work ethos and the way he ran the dealership still continues today.
A lot of what I set up is still in place. Some of it's been improved upon. Of course, change of business, different businesses have different ways of doing stuff. A lot of, we still use the same slogan that Si set up. It's on the back of my shirt. Look, I remember when Si made the move out here to Campbelltown, it was the biggest gamble of his whole life. Yeah. I mean, just when he first became a Harley-Davidson dealer was a gamble, but this was
even bigger.
Even bigger because he's just unsure.
12 years ago now, eh?
Yeah. But talking to him a month after that, he went, "This is the best move I ever made."
Wow.
Really, yeah. He said, "My worst day here is twice as good as my best day at the other shop."
Yeah, right.
And I said to him, "Wow." And he goes,
That's
"Yeah, well,
something, yeah.
Well, basically, he really threw himself into Harley Central. There are an awful lot of Harley-Davidsons out here. Most of the people that ride Harleys out here were already part-size customers. You know?
And then you personally, I mean, you've lived and breathed Harley-Davidsons all your life. I mean, starting with Live to Ride almost when we, when we were young and...
Yeah, 1995 I started with Live to Ride. You started, what, 1993?
Yeah, just before, yeah. I mean, like I said, you've lived Harleys all your life and that. So what's your role here at Size Harley-Davidson?
My role here is to help people out with spare parts, order the spare parts for them, offer a little bit of advice here and there. I'm still learning about the new bikes, the Milwaukee 8s, even though they're been around for over 5 years. There's still bits and pieces I'm learning about them, Harley.
Which is concerning because you know so much more than me. It's like, so where's that leave me?
Yeah. As usual, lost in the wilderness, and bring your bike over and I'll fucking fix it for you.
And the other thing is too, I mean, you all complement each other here.
Yeah.
Like you're talking to the service guys, everyone got different skills, someone can work on carby bikes, someone, you know what I mean? And that's important, isn't it?
Look, there aren't so many carby bikes around these days, but it is important for us to know that we've got somebody in the workshop that can do it, but because so much training these days is done, but it's all done for the modern motorcycle, which is fuel injected, and a lot of it's plug and play and find this and find that. With the older carby ones, it's a lot of it has to do with the mechanic's skill and his diagnosis skills. But yeah, we've got a really good crew out the back there, and we're very happy with it.
And right through to the front, like I said, I've met everyone.
We're building a crew here. Just recently we went on had a shop ride.
Oh, right.
And we had 10 of the crew here on the ride, about 15 customers.
Yeah, wow.
We weren't promoting it to be a really big thing, but we really enjoyed the day. It was a great day.
Engaging the customers again, that's
exactly,
important.
It engages with the customer, but it engages with them in a more social atmosphere where you can sit back and have a laugh rather than try and...
business.
Business,
Well, no, well, good on you, mate. So there you
thanks,
go.
Mate.
He's the man to see if you need some parts. I might give you a call this over. Well, good on you, brother. Thank you, mate.
Love you, Pugs.
Yeah,
Take it easy, mate.
Don't work too hard, mate.
I will.
Okay, I'm here with Brooke. How you going, buddy?
Good, mate. How are you?
So the chrome specialist is what they call you. Is that it? Or
That's it. Chrome consultant. I think
there
it is.
you go. Sounds pretty official.
Very, very official.
So we were talking to a couple of guys over there, and about the service inside of it and everything like that. But you're the man when you want to look at some performance work. Is that right?
When you want to do some performance, whether you want to do a stage 1, 2, 3, 4, you want some axle covers or a derby cover, I'm the guy that come and see.
So basically, they see the bike, and then they come over to your desk and
we
business.
talk numbers. numbers and what do you want to lay down on it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and what would probably be your most common upgrade?
100% stage 1.
Yep.
You know, everyone knows that a Harley without an exhaust sounds like a sewing machine.
Yeah.
So straight up stage 1. In my opinion, bike shouldn't leave the showroom unless it's stage 2. Get that lumpiness, make it old school.
And what's probably the most off-chop ones that you've built here?
Oh, I'm doing a road glide at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
23-inch front wheel, pinstriping, stage 2.
Yeah, I saw it getting pinstriped out there. Looks good,
yeah. So a bit of something different for a change, which is nice to see. Not, you know, following the masses.
Yeah, definitely. And at the end of the day, I mean, gone are the days where Harley dealerships, you know, going back 15 something years, just servicing and, you know, like warranty work and that. Yeah, building some good customs.
Build some cool things. You know, we had a green breakout. You know, it's
different.
Green's always a bit of a superstitious colour.
Yeah, they say that. Yep.
And you know, the guy went, you know what, I want to be different. I'm going to go green, and fully chromed everything else out. So again, good to see something different. That one there had a stage 4 in it as well, so good old 131 in it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she went like the clappers.
Yeah, I bet it did.
131, something like that.
Another happy customer.
Another very happy customer.
Well, good on you, buddy. Thanks for your
mate.
time.
Pleasure.
So you're the man to see, and for some
Come on,
upgrades,
dude.
come down and see Brooke. Good on you, brother. Thank you.
Worries, man. See you soon.
So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed the Size Harley-Davidson experience. Brilliant dealership down here in Campbelltown. Great crew. Everything you need Harley-Davidson. So yeah, get on down here, have a look, and you never know, you might even buy your next bike.